There is nothing like it anywhere, and I mean anywhere else in the world. All-Star festivities at its finest. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan here with my partners Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And now it's time for the Foot Locker three-point contest. The long-range assassins of the NBA have come together to show off their skills from beyond the arc.
For a lot of folks, this is actually their favorite All-Star event. There's a lot of drama. It always seems to come down to the wire. So let's get it on.
Well, it's an event that I really enjoy, guys. You know, anytime you get the best shooters in the NBA together to duke it out, it's going to be a good time. And these guys on this roster tonight can all really stroke it.
So it's Klay Thompson ready to start here. He has 60 seconds to make as many shots from behind the arc as he can.
And there are 25 balls total, 5 racked with 5 balls in each of them. And of course, the last ball of every rack is the money ball, counting for double.
And guys, by my math, that adds up to a maximum of 30 points, which has never been done. But who knows? We'll see if one of these guys can get on an unprecedented roll.
Now with 4. Now with 6. He's up to 7. Money ball, no good. That's 4 misses in a row. 8 points. He got 3 points off that rack. Not bad. Now with 11. He's got 12. His total for the round comes to 12. There was just something off about him in that round.
Yeah, it seemed like every time he was starting to get into a good rhythm, he just couldn't capitalize on it. He'd quickly fall out of his pace.
And so it'll be Stephen Curry.
You look at the numbers through the first part of his career. There's a legitimate case that Steph Curry will go down as maybe the best shooter in the history of the NBA.
You can be sure of this. Whether it's an exhibition or not, the pressure to perform is still pretty great in the three-point shootout.
Oh, make no mistake. I mean, these guys are competitive. They got a lot of pride. They want to win. But they've got to stay cool and controlled while they're out there. It's not an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
He could have taken more from that rack, only got 2 points. He misses his 4th straight. 11 points.
Curry really catching fire now. He's in the zone.
And that is the best score of the qualifying round.
To 15 now. He averages 3 points a rack and finishes with 15. That was a nice piece of shooting we saw from him out there.
Yeah, even if he didn't set things completely on fire, it's still a fine score. I mean, what did you take away from it, Steve?
Well, you know, it wasn't his best, but he gutted out a pretty decent round when he didn't have his best stuff. And that's the sign of an excellent shooter there.
And here we go with Paul George.
The last ball in each rack, the money ball, is such a key in the shootout. I mean, knocking those down makes up for a lot of other misses.
And that's why I think you see guys maybe take a split second longer on each money ball. Clark, you'll see them race through the first 4 and then little hesitation, real focus on that last one.
Can't get the money ball. What can you say? Off the mark with 5 in a row now. He's up to 7. Down to the final rack. He's got 8. Now 9 points. Finishes with 11. Well, I didn't expect that score to be as low as it was. What about you guys?
Well, I don't know what it was that threw him off, but something was bothering him, that was for sure.
Yeah, clearly he was able to get a few shots to go down, but not nearly enough to make for a decent round.
So it'll be Ryan Anderson here.
Well, he's always been able to shoot the 3 ever since he came into the league as a rookie, but Ryan Anderson has just gotten better and better each year with that stroke.
With this rapid-fire format, a trap guys cannot fall into is trying to make any sort of adjustment midstream. There's just not enough time for that. You've got to trust your stroke from start to finish.
Yeah, but Clark, if you do miss 3 or 4 in a row, it may take a very subtle adjustment. Maybe just adding a little arc to the ball, or maybe holding your follow-through a split second longer. It really all depends on what kind of roll you're on and if you have any momentum or not.
He needs 3 more points.
Drains the money ball. He misses his 4th straight. An 11-point round for him there. There was just something off about him in that round.
Yeah, I would guess he would like a mulligan. He finished the round with 5 straight misses. Not the way you want to go out. 11 points is the cutoff. That's not insurmountable, but that's the minimum he needs.
Not too high a bar to pass here. Can't get the money ball. That's 4 misses in a row. His 5th consecutive miss.
He needs 8 points more to stay in contention.
Money ball, no good. 7 points more to stay alive. 6. 3 more points to stay in contention. He's got 9.
Yes, sir.
1 more to stay alive. 1 last rack remains. That's 4 misses in a row.
1 more to stay alive. And that'll get him into a 2nd place tie.
14 points is his total as the round comes to a close. I'd say a solid showing from him.
I thought he had his stroke working pretty well for him. I mean, what do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, solid shooting. He looked very confident. You know, it never became one of those lights out rounds that it could have been. But all in all, I think he's got to be pretty happy.
And here we go with Freak. It can be a big advantage going last. He knows the score he needs to beat in order to qualify. He's got to have at least 12 to avoid getting knocked out.
I think that's definitely a score within his reach, guys.
7 more points and he's in. 6. He could only get 1 shot to fall off the rack.
6 more and he advances.
He's up to 7. 8 points. Money ball, no good. 3 more and he moves on. Up to 10 now.
Boy, a nice run here.
That shot ties him for 3rd. 1 last rack remains. He's in 3rd. He's tied for 2nd. 14 points is his total as the round comes to a close. I'd say a solid showing from him.
There were a few ups and downs, but overall it turned out to be a fairly decent round.
Yeah, I'd give him kind of a B+ for that one. You know, you hope for more, but it probably lived up to a reasonable expectation for him.
Curry's got one of the best scores in round 1, a serious contender. And 13 is the final score. I'd say a solid showing from him.
Yeah, it was adequate, absolutely. I mean, he really stayed with it, hung in there nicely, I thought.
Yeah, that's right. There were some moments when it looked like things might slip away from him, but I thought he was really tough. He hung in there throughout and posted a decent number.
And here we go with Freak.
You know, in the 4 times you played in the 3-point shootout, Steve, you made it through the first round 3 times. Physically, would you start to wear out or wear down a little bit in the later stages?
I did, Clark, a little bit. I was a jump shooter and not an overly strong guy. So I thought the bigger, stronger guys like Larry Bird, maybe guys who shot set shots, I thought they held up a little bit more. Dirk Nowitzki comes to mind as well. Ooh, starting to get a rhythm here.
And that's his 4th straight. 1 more to tie. And for 13. Can't get the money ball. Got it, taking the lead in his final round. He will be the one to beat.
And that's a great position to be in.
Well, he's really feeling good right now. A ton of confidence.
A total of 17 points that he'll take away from that round. Well, a very respectable performance from him there, guys.
There were a few ups and downs, but overall, it turned out to be a fairly decent round.
Yeah, I'd give him kind of a B+ for that one. You know, you hope for more, but it probably lived up to
And as we close out the Foot Locker 3-point contest, we can safely say that one man shooting tonight was absolutely remarkable. This year's champion, Freak.
He was one chill customer out there. He really kept his wits about him the entire way through the contest.
And that's the key, Clark. He never got too high, never got too low, just found his groove and took off from there.
And from all of us